The 1 Year Bible, the Living Bible Paraphrased, April 10th. Then Moses climbed from the plains of Moab to Pisgah Peak in Mount Nebo, across from Jericho, and the Lord pointed out to him the promised land, as they gazed out across Gilead as far as Dan. There is Naphtali, and there is Ephraim and Manasseh, and across there Judah, extending to the Mediterranean Sea. There is the Negev, and the Jordan Valley, and Jericho, the city of palm trees, and Zoar, the Lord told him. It is the promised land, the Lord told Moses. I promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that I would give it to their descendants. Now you have seen it, but you will not enter it. So Moses, the disciple of the Lord, died in the land of Moab, as the Lord had said. The Lord buried him in a valley near Beth Peor in Moab, but no one knows the exact place. Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyesight was perfect, and he was as strong as a young man. The people of Israel mourned for him for 30 days on the plains of Moab. Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hand upon him. So the people of Israel obeyed him and followed the commandments of the Lord had given to Moses. There has never been another prophet like Moses, for the Lord talked to him face to face, and at God's command he performed amazing miracles that have never been equaled. After the death of Moses, the Lord's disciple, God spoke to Moses' assistant, whose name was Joshua, the son of Nun, and said to him, Now that my disciple is dead, you are the new leader of Israel. Lead my people across the Jordan River into the promised land. I say to you what I said to Moses. Wherever you go will be part of the land of Israel. All the way from the Negev desert in the south to the Lebanon mountains in the north, and from the Mediterranean Sea in the west to the Euphrates River in the east, including all the land of the Hittites. No one will be able to oppose you as long as you live, for I will be with you just as I was with Moses. I will not abandon you nor fail to help you. Be strong and brave, for you will be a successful leader of my people. They shall conquer all the land I promised to their ancestors. You need only to be strong and courageous and to obey to the letter every law Moses gave you. For if you are careful to obey every one of them, you will be successful in everything you do. Constantly remind the people about these laws, and you yourself must think about them every day and every night, so that you will be sure to obey all of them, for only then will you succeed. Yes, be bold and strong. Banish fear and doubt, for remember, the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Then Joshua issued instructions to the leaders of Israel to tell the people to get ready to cross the Jordan River. In 3 days we will go across and conquer and live in the land which God has given us, he told them. Then he summoned the leaders of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and reminded them of their agreement with Moses. The Lord your God has given you a homeland here on the east side of the Jordan River, Moses had told them, so your wives and children and cattle may remain here. But your troops, fully armed, must lead the other tribes across the Jordan River to help them conquer the territory on the other side. Stay with them until they complete the conquest. Only then may you settle down here on the east side of the Jordan. To this they fully agreed and pledged themselves to obey Joshua as their commander-in-chief. We will obey you just as we obeyed Moses, they assured him. May the Lord your God be with you as he was with Moses. If anyone, no matter who, rebels against your commands, he shall die. So lead on with courage and strength. Then Joshua sent 2 spies from the Israeli camp at Acacia to cross the river and check out the situation on the other side, especially at Jericho. They arrived at an inn operated by a woman named Rahab, who was a prostitute. They were planning to spend the night there, but someone informed the king of Jericho that 2 Israelis, who were suspected of being spies, had arrived in that city that evening. He dispatched a police squadron to Rahab's home, demanding that she surrender them. "They are spies," he explained. "They have been sent by the Israeli leaders to discover the best way to attack us." But she had hidden them, so she told the officers in charge, "The men were here earlier, but I didn't know they were spies. They left the city at dusk as the city gates were about to close, and I don't know where they went. If you hurry, you can probably catch up with them." But actually she had taken them up to the roof and hidden them beneath piles of flax that were drying there. So the constable and his men went all the way to the Jordan River looking for them. Meanwhile, the city gates were kept shut. Rahab went up to talk to the men before they retired for the night. "I know perfectly well that your God is going to give my country to you," she told them. "We are all afraid of you. Everyone is terrified if the word Israel is even mentioned. For we have heard how the Lord made a path through the Red Sea for you when you left Egypt, and we know what you did to Sihon and Og, the 2 Amorite kings east of the Jordan, and how you ruined their land and completely destroyed their people. No wonder we are afraid of you. No one has any fight left in him after hearing things like that. For your God is the supreme God of heaven, not just an ordinary God. Now I beg for this one thing. Swear to me by the sacred name of your God that when Jericho is conquered you will let me live, along with my father and mother, my brothers and sisters, and all their families. This is only fair after the way I have helped you." The men agreed. "If you won't betray us, we'll see to it that you and your family aren't harmed," they promised. "We'll defend you with our lives." Then, since her house was on top of the city wall, she let them down by a rope from a window. "Escape to the mountains," she told them. "Hide there for 3 days until the men who are searching for you have returned. Then go on your way." But before they left, the men had said to her, "We cannot be responsible for what happens to you unless this rope is hanging from this window, unless all your relatives, your father, mother, brothers, and anyone else are here inside the house. If they go out into the street, we assume no responsibility whatsoever, but we swear that no one inside this house will be killed or injured. However, if you betray us, then this oath will no longer bind us in any way." "I accept your terms, she replied, and she left the scarlet rope hanging from the window. The spies went up into the mountains and stayed there 3 days, until the men who were chasing them had returned to the city after searching everywhere along the road without success. Then the 2 spies came down from the mountains and crossed the river and reported to Joshua all that had happened to them. "The Lord will certainly give us the entire land," they said, "for all the people over there are scared to death of us." The Gospel of Luke, chapter 13, verse 22 through chapter 14, verse 6. He, Jesus, went from the city to city and village to village, teaching as he went, always pressing onward toward Jerusalem. Someone asked him, "Will only a few be saved?" And he replied, "The door to heaven is narrow. Work hard to get in, for the truth is that many will try to enter, but when the head of the house has locked the door, it will be too late. Then if you stand outside knocking and pleading, 'Lord, open the door for us,' he will reply, 'I do not know you.' But we ate with you and you taught in our streets," you will say. And he will reply, "I tell you, I don't know you. But You cannot come in here, guilty as you are. Go away. And there will be great weeping and gnashing of teeth as you stand outside and see Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and all the prophets within the kingdom of God. For people will come from all over the world to take their places there. And note this, some who are despised now will be greatly honored then, and some who are highly thought of now will be least important then. A few minutes later, some Pharisees said to him, "Get out of here if you want to live, but King Herod is after you." Jesus replied, "Go tell that fox that I will keep on casting out demons and doing miracles of healing today and tomorrow. And the third day I will reach my destination. Yes, today, tomorrow, and the next day. For it wouldn't do for a prophet of God to be killed except in Jerusalem." O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that murders the prophets, the city that stones those sent to help her. How often I have wanted to gather your children together, even as a hen protects her brood under her wings, but you wouldn't let me. And now your house is left desolate, and you will never again see me until you say, "Welcome to him who comes in the name of the Lord." One Sabbath, as he was in the home of a member of the Jewish council, the Pharisees were watching him like hawks to see if he would heal a man who was present, who was suffering from dropsy. Jesus said to the Pharisees and legal experts standing around, "Well, is it within the law to heal a man on the Sabbath day or not?" And when they refused to answer, Jesus took the sick man by the hand and healed him and sent him away. Then he turned to them. "Which of you doesn't work on the Sabbath?" he asked. "If your cow falls into a pit, don't you proceed at once to get it out?" Again they had no answer. Psalm 79 verses 1 through 13. O God, your land has been conquered by the heathen nations. Your temple is defiled, and Jerusalem is a heap of ruins. The bodies of your people lie exposed, for birds and animals. The enemy has butchered the entire population of Jerusalem. Blood has flowed like water. No one is left even to bury them. The nations all around us scoff. They heap contempt on us. O Jehovah, how long will you be angry with us? Forever? Will your jealousy burn to everyone? Will your jealousy burn to every hope is gone? Pour out your wrath upon the godless nations, not on us, on kingdoms that refuse to pray, that will not call upon your name. They have destroyed your people Israel, invading every home. Oh, don't hold us guilty for our former sins. Let your tender-hearted mercies meet our needs, for we are brought low to the dust. Help us, God of our salvation. Help us for the honor of your name. Oh, save us and forgive our sins. Why should the heathen nations be allowed to scoff? Where is their God? Publicly avenge the slaughter of your people. Listen to the sighing of the prisoners and those condemned to die. Demonstrate the greatness of your power by saving them. O Lord, take sevenfold vengeance on these nations scorning you. Then we, your people, the sheep of your pasture, will thank you forever and forever, praising your greatness from generation to generation. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The good man asks advice from friends. The wicked plunge ahead and fall.